Well, it's morning time, usual. I've been working outside, so I came inside. It's about 9:22, and I just wanted to show you the disaster area that I live in, which is my bedroom. So here we have my little kitty cat, Milton, or whatever you want to call him. Hey, buddy. He doesn't stop. He's over there having a great time with a screwdriver. I'm not sure what he's trying to do to it, but you know how cats are. And as you know, I live in an old rundown house, and everything is quite old. And I do keep things handy when I need them. I keep my TV remote over here. I have these drawers. Now, they have all kinds of odds and ends. So let's say that I need something. For example, if I was working on my truck and I needed some of these injector return caps, well, here they are. I also keep light bulbs handy. Never know when you need to change a bulb in your truck. I like to check my lights and taillights and all that daily. So when the cops stop me and they say, "Oh, your light's out," I can say, "Well, I just checked it this morning." Of course, they only do that because they want to check and see if you have a insurance tag or whatever. But I keep the little things that I need handy. You never know when you're going to need it. O-rings and rivets and all kinds of stuff. Now, I do have a lot of this stuff in my shop and in the garage, but I do keep it in the bedroom. Here's a couple of lava lamp bases. Now, my one lava lamp got broken by you-know-who. Look at that. Knocked down that old TV. He has a tendency to spread everything out. So he'll be in here, and you can see he's knocked down all kinds of stuff. He climbed up over here by the closet, and he's made a wreck out of this too. So, I can organize this stuff where it looks good, or at least halfway decent. But he's going to knock it down. And there's a little of everything in here, For example, Pink Panther, and this Roadrunner sticker I remember I got when my parents took me to the Plymouth dealer, which is kind of interesting because I reached up as high as I could on the wall, and this is about how far I got, which is probably just above my waist right now. And, there's a little of everything. Got an old oscilloscope and power supplies and some old telephones. Yeah, it's messy, whatever. But what are you going to do? Collectibles. This is from the old gas station that used to be nearby. Of course, now it is an apartment building. And we have a phone from the old Bell South. And you notice I also have all these keys. When I used to do property maintenance, I ended up getting a bunch of blanks. And I have this old key making machine, which still works, and I still use it occasionally. Got some extra dies for my hydraulic hose crimper. And here's another phone, which this also works. And you've got little bits and pieces here and there. This thing actually came from my mom. I don't know if you remember these. I used to call them the moth purse because you put money in there, and then the Pink Panther cartoon, one time you open it up and then there was a moth coming out. These are quite old. These are most likely all old copper pennies. And, there's a mixture of books, and you can see there's lots of them. This is my other, stop that. Look at that, attacking my feet. My other stereo setup. Will you stop biting me? Look at that. Come on. You gotta stop that. Hey, no. 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 Stop it. Look at that. What? I just fed you. I gave you raw ground beef, and now you want... Oh, look at that. You are so funny. I guess I'll have to use the broom. Sometimes I use the broom. You can play with the broom, or I might even have to smack you with it, because you're a little monster. Look at that. Anyway, you have to entertain the cat, I guess. So, what I've done, I've sort of used my room as a storage, and there is a lot of stuff here. But it is kind of handy because when you need these little odds and ends, they are available. I do keep one of the IP phones in here, and there's also one of these for the key set. These are just for decoration. Up there on the wall, back from the old days. I used to have a bunch of these ads. I had original ones at one time, but they went bad, so I printed new ones. A lot of them have come off. And then, of course, I do have an old wall phone that I can use. A lot of times when someone will call me, the bell will ring. It even has a little thing here where you can flash the line. And computer with the old mounting arm. This was back when we used to have the big monitors, and there's my cat over there playing with the wires again. So, you know, it's a pretty cluttered room. This is actually what I use to control the lights around here. You can turn lights on or off. Controls the patio light, living room lights, so on. And as for lights, well, we have a combination. During the day when I'm working, I use this fluorescent light. And over here, this is the incandescent light that I use at night. And you can see, it's got one of the old 135 watt bulbs. All over this house, you'll find incandescent lighting. Keep a few extra ceiling tiles in case I need to do a repair. And look at that. See these? This is still from back when we had the stupid COVID thing. I wanted to make a video one day of burning these things, and I never got around to it. So there's a little of everything in here. Yeah, it's full of stuff. I'm not sure where half of this even comes from. I do have a collection of books. I like to keep them handy. And a lot of junk that I don't need anymore. For example, these old hard drive trays. Just a lot of clutter. Anyway. Now, where'd Kitty go? Oh, there he is. You can't resist. Look at that. You got dust all over your whiskers. You have a scale over here. This is back when we had our first office. This Pitney Bowes scale they use for shipping, and there's a little stamp that we had. And again, I have a habit of keeping things. This is what we used. This was a charging station for our inventory scanner. So there's a little of everything here. And yeah, that's about it. And you can see my view. I always look outside when I get up in the morning. I got to go through. There's a lot of stuff out there I need to get rid of, which I'm working on. And we'll leave you here to do your thing. And hopefully everybody's having a good day. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit of my surroundings, and you can make fun of it. I'm sure a lot of people will. But hey, I'm not trying to impress anybody. I just like to have the things that I need. And, you know, I do use some of this stuff. In fact, I got manuals, got my bowling equipment, and the Bobcat, and some of the books I used to use when I worked at the college. A lot of this stuff is old, probably garbage. I mean, why do I keep this old McMaster catalog? I don't know. There's all kinds of weird stuff. You never know what you're going to find in this place. Anyway, I guess I'll catch you later.